What's up, Keystone Youth? I have missed you guys so much. I hope that you are doing well there at home, enjoying the start of your summer. I had a blast doing Keystone Youth Live, but if I'm totally honest, I feel like all of this talking to a camera, I just miss actually seeing your faces. And so I'm really excited to talk about what's coming up this summer at Keystone Youth and the fact that we are actually going to be face-to-face in person very, very soon. But before I get talking about that, let me tell you, can I tell you about something really, really exciting? I have a very, very special person I want to introduce you to. We've been praying, I've been asking God for a long time, God, would you send me someone to do this ministry with and alongside of, and we've been looking for someone who would be the right fit to help to jump in and to be teaching and helping with programming and discipleship, leading you guys to know and follow Jesus a little bit better. And I'm so excited to introduce to you, for the very first time, our new youth ministry resident, Joseph Nealis. Joseph! Get over
what
here.
What is up?
Dude, welcome to Iowa.
Thank you. It's
Welcome
good to be
Iowa.
here.
So, Joe just moved to Iowa. He's been in Iowa 6 days.
Literally only 6 days.
6 days. And it's different than you thought.
I got a lot of crap from people who thought it was just all cornfields out here. I kept telling them like there are actually buildings and people that don't just farm, so
Right.
it's a lot different, but I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm so excited because you guys know this. We've had some short-term help as we've had some interns and stuff move through here, but Joe is full-time. So he's here in the office with me all the time, and I'm a massive extrovert, so I just need people. So this is so fun. And on top of that, not only is he here full time, but he's here long term. And so we are just so excited to have you in Iowa and part of Keystone Youth, dude. Like, it's gonna be awesome. So let's do this. I want our students to get to know you a little bit. So June 17th is when we're coming back. They'll get to meet you in person.
Right.
But before that, dude, I think they probably want to know a little bit about like who's this guy? Like, cause here's the thing.
Me?
Like, yeah, like because you know this and they know this, but I'm just gonna say it out loud so they all know I know this. Like, I'm old, and so I hired somebody way younger, hipper, cooler, whatever the word is today, a way better dresser than me. But primarily that's not why we brought you here.
Right.
I didn't just bring you here for that, but primarily it's because honestly, I'm so excited because of what you're going to be able to bring to just the joy and the health of our student ministry and helping these students know and follow Jesus a lot better. And so
Appreciate that, man.
I've had a fun time getting to know you. I know that they're going to love it too. So let's just talk a little bit real quick. We're going to put you in the hot seat.
Okay, let's go.
And we're going to ask some questions real rapid fire. Here we go.
All right.
Ready? Where are you from?
So I'm from Davison, Michigan. So bring out the mitten.
Never.
Here we are.
Yeah, there we go.
So can you be Iowa over here?
I'll be
so
Iowa.
You can do like
we're just like
whatever Iowa
we're a
looks like.
square. Like
yeah.
We're Iowa.
There you go.
There we
Great.
go.
So I'm
There's
from
nothing
actually
here.
So Davison is around the Flint area. Maybe you might know about Flint. It's not a great area, but Davison's okay. I've lived there for like the last 17 years, and then moseyed my way down over to Iowa.
Awesome. So Iowa, Michigan. Where did you go to school?
So I went to school at a Christian school in Cedarville, Ohio, called Cedarville University. I just graduated with a degree in biblical studies with a minor in biblical care and counseling.
So Ohio State or Michigan?
Oh man, can I say neither? I'm a Michigan State fan.
Go Spartans!
Yeah.
Dude, our friends at the Common Church are gonna love that.
Come on, let's go.
Dude, like we have people that are Spartans. So
Let's
I
go,
love that.
Sparty
I
on,
love
baby.
that.
I love it.
All right. So Michigan State.
That's right.
And football or basketball?
Oh, football, for sure.
For sure. Okay.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah. So when I was younger, so I used to pay way more attention to college sports when I was a kid. So like probably around like 8th grade. And maybe some of you guys know Le'Veon Bell and Kirk Cousins, but they were on Michigan State together. And that's when I paid attention to them, and they were incredible. So yeah, big time football all day.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So football, Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
You might know this, but Iowa doesn't have any professional sports.
Oh, yikes.
So,
Sorry.
we have the Hawkeyes and the Cyclones, and you're gonna have to pick one while you're here.
Okay.
So just stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Go Hawks.
I think I have to go with the Hawkeyes because it's like, I see. I feel like that's more popular.
I think you're gonna catch.
I'm gonna
a
have
ton
to
of
ban
flack
it
for that.
Yeah,
So,
I'll be a bandwagoner all day. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. So if you play your cards right, you might be able to make it to a game.
Let's
right
go.
up the street, but we'll
Let's
see.
go.
All right. So other than the fact that we have amazing corn, why Iowa?
Oh man, I've just always dreamed of living in Iowa. No,
Is this heaven?
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's Iowa, field of dreams. Now that you live here, you have to watch it.
So I love Michigan, love Northern Michigan more specifically. Never even dreamed of coming out to Iowa. Never even thought about it. Didn't know anybody who lived in Iowa. I was talking to my dad when we were moving out here, and he was just like, "Listen, I would have never thought in a million years to come out here and move." But when he saw everything, he's like, "You know what? Like, I see why you like it so much." And so I had never thought I'd be in Iowa, but it's crazy how God put this all together. Like, reason I'm here is like Will knew mentor, good friend of mine. I'm actually living with him now. They met up for coffee or something, and Will was like, "Hey, listen, we're looking for someone." And then my friend was like, "Hey, listen, you should talk to my boy Joe." We got connected, and I'm a senior in college. I'm talking to several churches, and I'm like, "Man, Lord, wherever you take me, I know there's not going to be any jobs near home, wherever you want me to go. But I'm very happy that He kept me up north, because if I was like in Atlanta or something, I'd be burning it up. Like,
dude,
I can't handle it. Give me the. I'm cool with cold winters. I'm okay with it. I might complain here and there, but I'm used to it. That's just I could not do anything. Like, if I had 90-degree summers all the time, like every single day, like in Atlanta or something, couldn't survive. So I'm at least thankful that I'm in Iowa where it's nice and cold. So
what excites you about being? So now you're in Iowa, about being at Keystone and like with Keystone Youth specifically. Like, why students?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I've been involved with camp ministry for 6 summers. From 2013 until 2018, I believe. So I worked in the kitchen. I was, unclogging toilets, cleaning everything, and then I eventually moved over. Yeah, toilets. There are many stories about that. I can tell you guys later. But so worked in the cafe. Eventually worked as a camp counselor, and so that's when I felt the Lord's call to ministry. That's even another story. But I remember thinking, oh man, youth ministry, not for me. Like, and it's funny how God changes that. Like, man, as I spent more time with students, specifically with young men, like, oh my goodness, like the Lord just grew my heart to minister to the next generation. You guys have questions. You guys are struggling with things. I often, when I was in youth group, which was maybe like 5 years ago, I think my biggest issue was I didn't necessarily feel like parents or adults felt like our problems were legitimate, and I'm sure maybe some of you guys feel that way. Man, I want to walk alongside of you, affirm your questions, walk through those things together. Man, if I don't know the answer to the question, I'll be honest with you. We'll work through it together. And then another thing, like I want you guys to be confident about your faith, and I want you to enjoy a relationship with Jesus. I want you guys to taste and see that the Lord is good, is what Psalm 34 says.
That's good.
So, man, in a brief kind of little nugget, that's what I'm passionate about. I'm excited to meet all of you guys, genuinely.
Dude, I love it. So, that's why I see it. So now we got to get to some really, really important questions.
Okay.
What is one hidden talent that you have?
Oh man.
That people will be like, dude, like I didn't see that coming.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I think right off the top of my head, I would probably say I really enjoy like singing. That's probably one of the most surprising things. Like, I never pursued anything with it. I just enjoy it. Love music. There would be times when I still do this. If I'm home alone, I got the music on, I'm dancing, like whole 9 yards. No shame. Absolutely no shame. So go ahead.
Can I tell this next part? Like,
let's hear it.
Okay, so we started having conversations, and I'm like, okay, he goes to this Christian college, and I hear like, hey, he had a chance to preach in chapel, and I'm like, all right, I want to hear if this guy can teach the Bible or not. And so I Googled Joe Nealis, Cedarville
Checking to
University.
see if I'm a heretic
Just
or
to
not.
see, like, okay, like, is he any good? I get this, like, super clean cut, like, wearing a suit that day. Because you're like wearing a
super
suit.
professional.
Like, just looking like, all, like, dialed in, like, very, like, up, like, not like upset, but, like, you know, it was like 3,000 people in there. Like,
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, like that was good. And like, dude, it was really good. Like I want to affirm this that like,
Thanks, man.
Like Joe's communication style, his ability to dig into the Word of God. You guys are gonna love it. It was the next thing that surprised me. And you talk about singing surprising people. So there was also right underneath this link for like sermon in chapel, right? Was this like Joe Nealis, 21 pilots. And I was like,
some of you guys just lost all respect. Some of you guys are like,
woo!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that was crazy. So that was one of those things where I was like, you know what? This is an opportunity to trust God. I knew I would regret it if I didn't do it. There's a big event. It's called Aleve, not like the medication. It's Ville spelled backwards. It looks like it should be set Alive, but we call it Aleve. And basically what that was is you had to come in with 2 songs, like rehearsed. You would sing it in front of, you had to sing a cappella in front of like 5 people, like peers, not just like adult, but like peers. So people, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm really nervous. And I go in there, I just rough my way through it. Like, I don't know the lyrics to my song.
So you're auditioning?
I'm auditioning. Yes, sorry,
Okay.
I'm auditioning at this point. I had the lyrics on my phone because I had not memorized the song. It was just the most last second thing. And I get it. So yeah, I get it. And just a huge opportunity to trust the Lord, and I had a ton of fun.
So,
oh my gosh.
So what was the actual performance? You're
Yes.
like,
So
to a track, like you're lip syncing, you're
Oh yeah. No, I'm actually having to sing it. So I'm like, it's not just karaoke.
Yeah.
It's a full band. It's on YouTube somewhere. You'll have to see it sometime. I'll have to show it to you. But I'm telling you, like, it's like this huge organized event. Like, this is not just like a dinky little, like, hey, 5 people come up. I'm telling, like, this is one of the biggest events of all of campus. Everyone looks forward to it. And one of the coolest things is that no one ever knows who's going to be singing. So I didn't tell any of my friends. And people are like, oh my gosh, so I can't believe you did that. Blah, 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 blah. So, but I go out there. I try to have as much stage presence as possible. If any of you guys have listened to 21 Pilots, they are just crazy good live, and stage presence is incredible. So I tried to replicate that, and it was a ton of fun. My friend actually too, he's playing the piano, and he did a backflip in the beginning of the song. And so like I'm telling you, like it's like it was a full concert experience, and every part of me, like all those times that like practice like fake concerts in my room. And no, I'm not alone. Some of you guys do that too. No shame. Come on. And all those times where I would like, have my own concerts and then I'd just be lip syncing. It all amounted to that. It's worth it. Keep doing karaoke by yourself. Totally worth it. Man, it was crazy.
So that was like my introduction to Joe was like, here's this sermon, open the word of the Lord to, and then it was like running all over the stage, just
it's like a switch,
like,
man.
Like right away, I was like, okay, like one of the this is if you guys. Any of you are going to Christian college, this is not a knock on Bible college. I went to one. They're great. However, with that said, some people don't know how to let go and just have some fun.
Absolutely.
And so when I saw it, I was like, oh dang,
Joe actually likes to have fun?
And
what?
So that was anyway. So I love that that's your little known fact.
Yeah.
So all right, let's move to another really, really important question.
Absolutely, all serious questions.
What is one unpopular opinion that you hold?
Oh man, there are a few. I have 2 of them. Number 1, guacamole is not as good as everybody thinks it is. Number 2,
that did not come up in the interview.
Number 2, I would say that the NFL is way better than college football, and mainly because
you are literally going to get kicked.
I know
out
I'm going to get
Iowa.
killed. I'm going to get killed. But listen, man, big. So I'm from Michigan, so I'm naturally a Detroit Lions fan. We're an awful team, but I mean, I'm telling you, NFL is way better. Fantasy football, whole night, it's awesome. Super Bowl, I mean, it's the most watched event, in America or the world. It's NFL all day long.
All right.
We're gonna let that one shake it off.
You're wrong. You're wrong, but that's all right. All right. What do you do for fun? You just want to just go out and you got the day to yourself.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Oh man. I would say, namely, I love to just spend time with people I love and laugh with them. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm having a good time with people I love. I could be doing anything. So that's a basic level. I love yard games. I'm not. You can ask Will. I am not good at like frisbee or like I can play football. I'm pretty decent. I'm awful at frisbee. Like,
He's the worst frisbee player on our staff
I don't want to talk about it.
so far.
So yeah, I really enjoy yard games, can jam, spike ball,
Can't
and that's
a
not.
frisbee. You know that, right?
Well, I don't know, whatever. Hey, at least the other person can like try to knock it in there. You know, I get some help.
They can help you.
So that's another thing. I am not great, but I'm there for fun, and it brings people together. I love it. And then I enjoy, honestly, like I just enjoy reading, like not just like fictional books. I enjoy reading books on like anything just that'll help me learn and be better at ministering to you guys or just anything like that. So I'll read books on like biblical counseling, theology, leadership, things like that, things that I think are going to be really beneficial for me. So I would say, and dance parties, of course. Yeah.
That's how you get good. That's how you get ready for your college performances.
Absolutely. For every one of you guys are going to have the same opportunity as me, and you're going to perform in front of 2,000 people.
I love it. All right, real quick.
All right.
Ice cream, vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate. Whenever I go anywhere, chocolate based. It could have like candy in there and whatever. Chocolate based all day long.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Candy or chocolate?
Oh gosh. Chocolate. Have you guys ever had they have these, they're called Brooksides. You know what Brooksides are?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like it's super old people food, but it's like
totally.
chocolate. It's for real. It's like a dark chocolate covered like blueberry
Yep.
or like pomegranate. Like love those.
All right. Reese's or Kit Kats?
Kit Kats. Funny story about Reese's. When I was in Sunday school, that was years ago. But way back in the day, a friend of mine, his name was Jacob Wood, and he answered a question right or something and got a piece of candy, and so he took a bite of Reese's, and when he took that bite, there was a dead worm in there, like a little itty bitty.
No way.
No joke. For years, I never ate Reese's. So is it Reese's or Reese's?
It's Reese's.
See, I've heard Reese's. What? I don't know. What
You can
what do
weigh
guys
in.
think? Yeah, you guys can weigh
Hey,
in. Whatever.
oh, by the way, if you disagree with anything that's being said, you can direct all your hate mail to Joe at KeystoneLife.com.
No, you don't have to do that.
Joe at KeystoneLife.com. You're like, college football is way better. Reese's are delicious. You're ridiculous. 21 Pilots sucks.
21 Pilots.
Send
Yeah,
it
for
to
real.
Joe at KeystoneLife.com. So there you go.
Oh
Or
my
actually,
gosh.
like, if you just want to introduce yourself and say hi and welcome to the team,
I would also
that
love
would
that.
actually be great. So, all right. Gummy bears or gummy worms?
Ooh, gummy worms, specifically the like the sour ones.
Sour,
you get like in a
yeah.
big bag. What are they called?
Like trolleys?
Yeah, trolleys. Yeah. So good.
That was my next question, was regular or sour. So
Sour.
you beat
Easy
me to
money.
it.
Easy
All right.
money.
All right, I love it. You already like knocked on like guacamole too, so you can throw that in the email. That's
It's not
awesome.
good.
So,
Salsa is superior.
yeah. Well, what's your favorite thing about me? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But man, we're so glad to have you on staff. It's
I'm
been
pumped.
really fun. If you guys have questions, if you do want to just say hi, welcome to the team, hit him up, Joe at KeystoneLife.com. Otherwise, you'll get a chance to meet him when we reopen.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, listen, I know that this is not ideal that you guys are meeting me on a video.
Oh, my word.
But I'm very excited to get to know each and every one of you guys, hear your stories, walk with you. I am genuinely excited.
Yeah, dude, and we want to talk a little bit about reopening because that's happening June 17th.
Come on.
So Wednesday night, June 17th, we will be here. We will start in the parking lot. Like, you'll get dropped off. We'll have way more details to come. But I'm really excited because Joe and I are going to take turns this summer leading you through a resource called the Gospel Centered Life.
Oh my goodness.
And if you've been around for any length of time at all, like, you know that our heart's desire is to help you to know and follow Jesus. I mean, that's why I'm here. That's why Joe's here.
Yeah.
And this book is incredibly practical because what it does is it takes a look at the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ's death, burial, resurrection, and how it actually changes the way that we live and the way that we function on a week-to-week basis. And so, man, I think this will be one of the most practical teachings that we've ever done. And it's going to really go over the whole summer. So you're not going to want to miss a week if you can avoid it at all. You're going to want to be here for all of it. There is a book called The Gospel Centered Life, specifically for students. Man, if you want to go and grab a copy of that, you're totally welcome to. You won't have to have it in order to participate. But we're excited. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have different theme nights every week. It's gonna be a great time. But the big thing you need to know for right now is June 17th, Wednesday night. You're gonna want to be here for it.
Absolutely.
So you're not gonna want to miss it, and that'll be a chance to meet Joe. You see my ugly mug again. Until then, we are not having youth ministry this next Wednesday. So June 10th, there's nothing. So please don't show up at the church. Don't log into the Zoom call. Thank goodness we're almost done with Zoom.
Yeah, for real.
But I will say this: if you live with a high risk individual, or you're in contact with high risk individuals, or you have a compromised immune system at all, or if your family, you're just not comfortable yet coming back to youth in person.
Yeah.
We are going to continue to stream our teachings to YouTube on Wednesday nights. So that way you can still feel a part of it and participate. And so we are going to hopefully be able to engage you in that way. We don't want you to miss out. There's going to be some other fun events and stuff coming. So again, keep your eyes and ears open. Follow us on social media. Keep an eye on your email. We'll make sure that we send everything your direction.
Yeah.
But until then, we love you guys, and we will see you June 17th.
June 17th, baby.
All right. We're out.